All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go live with news breaking. The kid that was missing in Fayyette County in Alabama, I think it was, that we reported on a couple weeks ago. Uh, there was an accident. After that accident, the kid disappeared, possibly was hurt in the accident. So let's go ahead and tap into this video. All right, they are putting up tents. So they must be looking for evidence or a body because they were there a couple of weeks ago with dogs and a couple people there. And they had the area quarantined off, and they returned today with these tents and a bunch of people. I think they might be looking for evidence or possibly a body. Let's watch. Let me post this in chat. Paste. Let me put it in my and now let's zoom this out. I don't think we're getting volume on this. Yeah, it's no volume. But let's watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have no volume from this feed. I'm looking for another one. Maybe I'll use the other computer to see here. Oh boy. Let me see. It was a young 1-year-old kid. They were out there 2 weeks ago. There was probably 6 squad cars out there, and they were looking for the kid. All right. I think I found a channel with a feed with volume. Let me see if I can do this. But there really ain't no volume. It's just I can hear cars going by. Let me pull this down. They're out there with their shovels. All right, we are going to reshare another feed and come over here. But I'm not hearing too much. They got the dogs out there. They got tents being set up. Them could be evidence tents or a command post. All right, there's the other channel, folks. We're going to switch over to it. I do believe we do have volume on it.
That's all we know so far. The sheriff is on site here, odds of him speaking, unsure. They just have to go off that wall. I heard that Megan was going to also.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta talk kind of quiet because we gotta be asleep.
Okay, that's great.
So they have no volume again on the video, but it's obvious they are sifting through stuff, maybe for bone fragments, maybe bullet shell. They must have found something or have some reason to be out there sifting through soil.
Okay, that's fine.
Now they were there 2 or 3 weeks
Yeah, I was
ago
about to say I have one more battery
with dogs and 6 police cars.
But I have about.
So it's possible they found something.
Yeah, my backpack should be good, but are you going to send Chad and Megan with a backpack? Okay.
All right, let's listen in if we can hear anything. Put the microphone on mute.
Is there a restroom here? Yes. Yeah, my husband, we just live right there. I believe red and blue, baby. I might believe powder blue, but now. Oh, nice. he said, well, at least our Packers won. And I was like, yeah, our Packers are doing pretty good this year.
So what's the bids you turned out to them like?
Well, right now, me and the mayor are still working on the details with that. I'm trying to see. We were gonna hold it up here at the town hall. But I really, no,
Oh, okay.
January the 11th at 5:30. But I feel like parking is going to be a horrible issue with our town. I mean, we're this little, you know. And if you go down here to Hubbardsville during football season, we have people line up and down the road, and I don't want that to be the case. And we have a community center. I believe it's community center. That's what I'm doing. I've texted the mayor and pitched that idea to him because I feel like, if anything, I've even had people on social media ask me if they could donate a memorial bench. I mean, like, people have just shown an outpour of love and just appreciation. How long have you been working with the city or the town? Like, this is
Hey, I'm fixing to get an interview. Are y'all rolling? A lady that's been in charge of setting up the bench rules and stuff like that. We're going to talk about that, and then I'll roll into what's going on. All right. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hold on. We'll have it right here. Come right over here if you don't mind.
okay. I'm getting stuff down.
I don't want to jump across that line. Can I pin this on your pretty red M there?
Whenever you need to.
Just hold that for me.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure I get you in frame. I'm wearing my sunglasses because I don't have any makeup
Yo,
on.
Miss Debbie. They're back there at that property. I have to talk soft because the nephew's sleeping. They're back at that property again that we reported on a couple weeks ago.
And mine is
Tents,
mine's
and
good.
they're sifting through
Okay.
material.
Do you have audio,
around,
Gracie?
which,
Not yet. Okay, just making sure. I do
Sifters.
have audio in just a second.
I don't have a mic. Will I be in any of y'all shots where I can ask her to
Just-
hold it
just-
kind of low?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, she can just.
Do you
hold
want me
it
to just like hold
Yeah.
this
I
too?
want to hold it right there for me.
Are both y'all or all three of y'all gonna take turns asking me like a series of?
We'll just hop around.
Okay, sounds good. I just want to make sure
It's
Okay.
just like
what we did the other night. Okay.
Don't apologize. I can tangle up a 2-inch cord.
I have tried to wrap them nicely and then it just never.
Where is a good way that you guys can work?
Just kind of in between each cord.
I took public speaking a little bit in high school, so I can like move my head around at each, like kind of like I'm talking to everybody.
About ready.
And then you, Kayla, you won't even have to look at me to make sure that I have good framing on you. So you can just kind of stay looking over kind of in this general area.
All right, rolling.
I am ready when you guys are.
First of all, just say and spell your name for us, please.
Carly Allen, KarlieAllen.
And how would you like to be titled, Carly?
Just Carly is fine.
Okay,
Or
but
yeah, a community member.
Okay.
Yeah.
First off, let's talk about what's going on today. Are you hopeful that they might find something, because they've got a lot more people out here doing a lot of digging?
Yes, sir. I'm very hopeful.
And very, very sad at the same time. But I'm hopeful that we will have some positive results today to where if anything is found, we can lay Caleb's little body to rest because that's what he deserves.
And you said that the whole town is just.
Oh, we are
horrified
devastated.
about this.
Yes,
Talk
we're
about-
horrified. We can't believe that it's been right up under our noses this entire time. I mean, like a lot of us have said, they were very secretive. They had to have been for, this to take place. And it's made me very sick. I mean, I just can't imagine, we know some of the abuse that they have suffered, especially Caleb, but I think the abuse goes way beyond that.
And talk about seeing it. I mean, it makes it feel. I mean, you pass the home a lot.
Yes.
And how many cars are out here? Police cars, and
Yeah.
you're seeing shovels and dogs. Talk about how that makes you feel seeing that.
It made me feel really, really just disturbed and sad because to know that he's probably been there the entire time and it was just been looked over in previous times, or maybe resources weren't as great as they are now. Who knows? We don't know because we're just the public looking in. But I know this morning when I woke up and I had a flood of messages about law enforcement and crime scene tape being up, I was like, today has to be the day of reckoning for this child. Like, it has to be.
And you're organizing a vigil. Talk a little bit about the plan.
Yes.
There.
We are organizing a candlelight vigil for Riley and Caleb Collins. And so far, we have raised $500. And we have been purchasing stuffed animals, candles, flowers. I'm actually going with my neighbor up here. Later on, we're going to go pick out some wreaths to put, up for the vigil and stuff. I've had people reach out to me from Jasper, Oakman, Gadsden. I don't know where any of these areas are, by the way, but so many people have reached out. Even people from my community in Mississippi have supported, either donating or just praying. And everybody keeps asking me what they can do to help. And the donations, we're pretty much done with taking up any kind of donation. The best thing you can do now, like I told ABC the other day, say their names very loud, Riley and Caleb Collins, and come out to the vigil and hold a candle for them. I'm going to be speaking with the mayor as well about a new location. I'm hoping we can go to the community center here in Glen Allen to make it better parking and, more space for everybody to come.
And share the date and time for that.
January the 11th at 5:30 Central Time.
For people who, see this and want to, get involved, maybe they don't live here, what is the best way for them to, make sure that that place and time is still the same?
I don't mind sharing my social media because it's already been posted all over. If you guys, how would I let people know to go to my Facebook? I mean, Missing in the USA, Dan, he also has stuff where, just go and post and post and post. Reshare that Justice for Caleb and Raleigh picture over and over and over again. I feel like that is the best way for us to get it more into the public eye because it has gained a lot of attention so far.
Would you like to have seen a little more transparency with the authorities about what's going on? Because really nothing has been said.
I'll answer that very transparent and honest. No, I don't. Because with it being such a small community, I feel like the hearsay and stuff could have disrupted an investigation. And so far, I feel like they are actually doing a really good job handling this case. I'm very hopeful for our law enforcement, and it lets me know if I ever needed to call them, I would hope that, that they would have my back just as much.
All right.
All right. Thank
so
you,
much.
guys.
That was great. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate you.
That one's yours. I'm holding it going, which one is it?
Your cell phone number so I can reach out to you closer to the time about the Virgin? Sure.
All right, let's take a little break from that. And yeah, they must. Debbie, what do you think? Do you think they found something? Think maybe they found something?
I know I seen that on the way here. I was like, sure, there's actually luckily not too much traffic.
Well, it's obvious they're there for a reason. And the only thing I could think of is it animal cadaver? Maybe the cadaver dogs hit on an animal that passed away, or is it human, or did somebody crack and confess to burying the body? Because you have to remember there was a severe accident. People got away. One person died. Okay, they didn't stop at the accident. There was a major accident. And what they were originally thinking was it was possible that the kid was injured. And they panicked, got rid of the kid, couldn't take him to the hospital because they would have been found out that they were in an accident, right? But I don't know, that story kind of changed. I'm not sure if that's the full story, but I do remember them saying something. There was a major accident and they left the scene of the crime and there was a child in the car and they were worried about the kid. They just wanted to talk to the whoever was driving the car or whatever car, whoever it was. But there was no kid. So I don't know. That might be the wrong story, right? Let's continue to listen. I'm gonna mute the mic. Can anyone hear me? Are we under attack? All right, let's cut from that. If anything happens, I'll hear it come on. But all right, so there you go, folks. They are back at the resident's house looking for a body, and hopefully they find the little guy. You know, a lot of people are thinking maybe he was safe. They they took him to someone's house, but supposedly he was at someone's house when this happened. So I don't know. Was it the babysitter that got in an accident? All I know, in the beginning of this whole episode, there was a child missing, and they were talking about an accident in a vehicle. One person died. I gotta get closer to the mic and talk, so if it sounds like I'm yelling, I'm really not. My nephew is sleeping, so. But yeah, Dad, let me know what you think. You think they found somebody and they admitted that they buried the body, or? You can't hear me now? Because I wasn't talking. Been asking you for 3 hours now. You must be busy, but that's all right. All right, let's check back in. Yes, Debbie, you can take a bathroom break. Do you remember a couple weeks ago when we reported on it? You were making fun of me because I couldn't pronounce the name right. Lafayette, Bayati, Yeti. Remember that case a couple weeks ago? They had dogs out there, like 6 police cars. Well, they're back there, but now they have tents and they're sifting through material after the dogs went through there again. Cadaver dogs. Now, there's rumors that somebody got in trouble or ratted. We're not sure. Or not ratted, but gave up that they did something to the body. But obviously they're looking for something or sifting through the soil for something. Maybe bone fragments or something. It was just a baby, Debbie. It wasn't even 1 year old, I don't think. It is horrible. I agree with you. If I remember correctly, I could have sworn they said there was some kind of an accident. I knew he was going to fall asleep, Debbie. He always does after he eats his lunch. He's like, I'm not going to sleep today. I'm like, you always say that. It's about 2 o'clock. And he laid down on the chair there. And I was like, yeah, he's out. So he's sleeping. Well, they got a lot of people out there. Well, he didn't seem tired, Debbie, but you know how kids are. They're going to stay up all night and they're out by 10 o'clock at night, right? I remember when I was a kid, I'm staying up all night. I'm not going to bed. By 10, 11 o'clock, I was out like a light. Yeah, they're definitely doing something out there. Debbie, I got some good footage today of that bluebird and some other birds and the squirrels. So it was it's good footage today with the animals. I feel like I got attacked by something. Well, I think I'm going to end this because I think I'll come back once we find out more, once there's a bigger report on it. No, I'm not tired. Like, maybe I have to go number 2 myself. Or just finally starting to break down after the light bug. I see blue tarps. Yeah, they set up some tents. Usually when they set them tents up, they're to put over the site where you remember Gabby Petito? They did that there. I've seen them do it at numerous places, command posts, evidence tents, and if there's a body, they'll put it over by where the body is so they can cover things up or keep track of it, of the evidence. Well, they weren't getting any cooperation from the family, or I think the family gave them some kind of the runaround or something like that, and it didn't check out from what they said. So they had a suspicion being that there was this accident or whatever. I don't know. You know, what kind of accident was it? Really don't know. A year, I think, Debbie. Excuse me. You're definitely sifting through dirt, Debbie. It's a horrible situation, right? You know, was the story that they gave us in the beginning of this, was that true? Was there even an accident? Or was the kid being watched by somebody and an accident happened in the house or something? Looking for bones? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what they're doing. Maybe you're probably right. They are looking for bones. Maybe a weapon or something, shell casing, or who knows. Yeah, they're sifting dirt. You know what, Debbie? I am a little tired. I might have a cup of coffee. It's late. Coffee. Oh, I know you'll have coffee this late. Coffee queen. I got some new coffee last night. I had some French roast I bought, generic. It tasted okay, but I was at my mom's last night. It was just dark French roast, essentials coffee. I mean, like I said, it tastes pretty good, but it was dark roast. No real kick in it or anything. So I asked my mom if she had any regular dark roast. She said, no, I got Folgers. So she gave me a little bit of that. I mixed it. And I had maybe a half a pot. And jumping all over like a jumping bee. Jumping bee, girl. Jumping bee. Oh, like a jumping bee. Give me some of that. Lord. They say if you get too much caffeine, you're jittery or whatever, drink a glass of water and go away. Get me some of that Thar. What's that? Give me some of that Thar there. Sing me a song. Give me some of that Thar. Sing me a song. You know what they should be doing is dumping that dirt that they don't think there's any bone fragments in. They should be dumping that into a bucket so they can take it back to the lab and really dissect it. But they're just dumping it on the ground. Oh, get me some there. Oh, Folgers, coffee. Baby, look up, football Hoosiers. He's sleeping. Don't want to wake him up. I only have maybe an hour left to watch him. Yes, shh, he's sleeping. All right, let's take a break from that. We'll look at this for a little while and we'll go back to that. So, yeah, Debbie, horrible situation. You know, I don't know what it is with people. Maybe it's the fear of doing something wrong, but no need not to call or at least uh, take the child to a hospital and drop it off at least if it was in serious condition. But they were saying it was a bad accident, so it's very way maybe they didn't have the kid strapped into a car seat or the crash or something or whatever this accident was so dramatic that the child passed away right there. Oh God. All right, let's go back and see what's going on. Ooh, they They do have a tent set up. They have like 3 of them. Here comes a guy walking through the woods. Possible bridge guy. Could have been a Sasquatch. Look at how thick them woods are. You get 50 feet back in there, you wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't be able to see you. Now, what would be exciting is if a Bigfoot did come out of the tree line and just start ripping their limbs off and throwing them. Now, that would be news. Yeah, something must be going on around there. Pretty important. Enough to where they must have evidence or something that these people that lived at this property did something bad. That situation is looking really bad. Yeah, sure is. Sure is. We have some kind of a blonde-haired lady out there moving around in camo. We got a lot of action going around the tents. Debbie. I just rolled over. Wake him up. All right, I had to put some silverware away. I wash. So what do we got, Deb? What's going on over there? Very interesting. You know, do I think people when there's accidents like this and they lose a loved one, they're so worried about jail time. They never say anything. I mean, should we make some laws where, I mean, they put, with the laws they got in the prison sentence and losing everything, and they probably were petrified and panicked and 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 were afraid to go either to the hospital or police. And if it was truly an accident, and that's exactly what it might have been, is just an accident. You know, should they still have gone to the hospital Well, yeah, that's why probably a lot of people don't do a lot of things because do they want to lose everything they got? Of course, they made a bad decision or an accident left the scene of the crime or whatever it may be, if that's even the true story they're giving us. But yeah, I mean, would it have been different if something like that happened and our laws were a little bit different where it was an accident? We're not perfect. Accidents happen. Even when you are the safest as you can be, you don't have no control over someone else. So, should there be lenience or something like that? If it truly was an accident, and pretty soon we'll be able to tell most of the stuff, car accidents, because there'll be so many drones in the skies and cameras, and that if it truly was an accident and it was recorded on a camera and they were perfectly innocent of it, you know, should there be, um, you know, a lenience on the, the crime or something? Maybe that would get people to do the right thing instead of fleeing the scene of crime, although they might have left because they didn't have insurance, maybe. Who knows? Who really knows? Boy, look at the semis rolling down that street. Now, this reminds me of Penn Cemetery, the movie, right? What kind of an accident was it? Was it an accident with the train that is right down the street? Was it a vehicle accident or was it a car accident? Well, of course, the kid was too young to walk around because it wasn't even a year old, I don't think. So, I mean, what do we do? What happened? What story? Somebody fill me in. Right? I would be, if I had a little one and I lived right there and I had semis that close rolling down the road, I would put up a big fence, one of them wooded fence or even something to block completely so the kids don't run out into the street. That would always be on my mind. right? Because I've seen Pet Cemetery, right? You got semis rolling down the road. Whew, I would be going, ooh, we got to do something, right? We need to put up a fence. We don't want any kids or anything running out in the street. That would be horrible. That would be horrible. It looks like a beautiful place, though. Look at the land, beautiful trees. Not a lot of homes around. You're out there by yourself. I mean, it's the perfect location to raise a family. Although off of a busy road like that, that would always be in the back of my mind. Don't fall off the chair, Liam. Scoot back more. Back more. He almost rolled off his chair, did he? Let's take a little break from that. I do believe I posted the channel in chat and in the description, I think. Well, look how fast that water, I poured water out there, Debbie. Look how fast it froze. What I need to do is push that through. We're starting to get some sun. Here comes the sun. Doo, doo, doo. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. The temperature is 28. It is 28 with a slight wind. Oh, that's funny. The sun shining through there looks like it's a square, not a round sun. Interesting. I might say. right, let's check back in at the scene. See what's going on. We got no audio. Well, hopefully they find a bone fragment. You know, putting a body outside like that, you got animals and stuff. Hopefully they find something, some kind of proof they need. And you feel for the family, or you would feel for the babysitter, right? What if this kid was being babysitted? Because I think the family member said the kid was at someone else's house or something, or they were picking him up, or were supposed to be dropping him off or something. Accident happened or something like that. I don't know the full story yet. Oh, it's 42 by UW. Well, that's pretty warm. That's pretty much bikini weather. What do we know? Not much yet. The sun is trying to make its way out. We might end up with maybe a sunset video tonight, maybe. Maybe. Great pictures you took the other day, Debbie, of the sunset. Or it wasn't the sunset, it was just the backdrop. Alright, I'm probably going to end this video because they're probably going to be picking up this little munchkin. I got to wake him up, get him ready. Boy. Another day, another dollar. want to thank Debbie for stopping in. You folks can see, go and watch this. I think I posted in the chat and description. Yeah, I did. Make sure you check them out. I will be back here shortly if there's any change or new info, or I get any squirrels feed. I got nothing. Handful of peanuts out there, and they're not taking the bite, taking the bait. All right, you folks have a great day. We end this. Like I said, we will be back if we get any new info or some squirrels.